Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Gentle Cowgirl. Today I'm here with Dylan, my stepdaughter, and Lesson, and Pumpkin. Say hi, Pumpkin. Today we're going to show you guys how to put a saddle on, the proper way to put your saddle placement, and basically how to tack up your horse. We're riding Western, right Dylan?
We're riding Western.
We're Western out here. There's two different kinds of riding. What are they?
Western and English.
Yeah, and we ride Western. And I'm going to show you guys the difference today between an English saddle and a Western saddle. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go. All right, so we're back and we're going to show you guys a few different examples of a Western saddle and an English saddle. So as you guys can see, the saddle that Dylan has is a Western saddle. And then this little black saddle right here is an English saddle. So some of the main differences, I'm going to let Dylan tell you the one main difference and see if she knows it. Do you know the biggest difference between the English and the Western?
The Western has a saddle horn.
Yeah, so the Western has a saddle horn, which is this right here. As you guys can see, does the English one have a saddle horn? Nope. So that is one of the main differences. I'm going to show you another difference now. So another difference is the back part. This right here is called a cantle. As you guys can see on a Western saddle, the cantle is a lot higher. On an English saddle, it's a little bit lower. So that's the biggest differences between a English saddle and a Western saddle. Now these are both totally different disciplines, so totally different ways of riding. As you guys can usually see, like in rodeos, barrel racing, people are commonly in a Western saddle. Those are because those are Western events. Then when you look at dressage or hunter jumper, that's done in an English saddle because that's what the kind of discipline that an English saddle is used for. So totally different saddles used for totally different things, but there's also a lot of similarities about them. For example, where you put your feet. What's that called on a English saddle? Do you know?
I don't know about English saddle.
So on an English saddle, the part you put your feet in is called an iron because it's like metal, kind of like iron. And then the part that you put your foot in on a Western saddle is called a stirrup. So stirrup and iron. Same concept, just two different words. So this is an English saddle, this is a Western saddle. Dylan only rides what?
Western.
Western. So we're gonna tack up Pumpkin today in Dylan's Western saddle. Okay, so now we're gonna get started with our saddling. The first thing we're gonna use is called a saddle pad. Dylan's holding that right now. Whenever you put your horse's saddle pad on, you always do it on the left side, which is the side Dylan's standing on. Show us how we put our pad on, Dylan. Nice. Now our saddle pad placement is really important. Show us how we wouldn't want our pad to look, Dylan. No way. We don't want it on Pumpkin's butt. We're not riding on her booty.
Or like this.
We also don't want to ride on our horse's neck. Pumpkin says, please don't do that. So we want it right on the center of our horse's back, right covering our horse's wither, which is this bump on the horse's back right here. And we want to make sure that's very protected. And then we never want it to be on our horse's hip bones. So right there is your perfect saddle pad placement. So Dylan's getting her saddle all ready. Let's see if she can put it on Pumpkin. Woohoo, she did it! Saddle placement's also really important. So if you guys can see right now, her saddle's placed in the perfect spot. It should always be about 4 fingers from the front of your pad to the saddle, and we should also always have room on the back of our saddle with extra padding on it. Our pad is super important because that's what protects our horse from the saddle putting any uncomfortable pressure on certain spots. All right, now that our saddle's in the perfect position, Dylan's gonna go ahead and start saddling. First thing she's gonna grab is called a, what's that called, Dylan?
A girth strap.
A girth strap, and that's what she's holding right now. Then she's gonna go to the other side and she's gonna make sure that her girth, which is the most important part of the saddle, that's her girth. We have to make sure that that fits correctly. So do you see this little ring right down here? That's called a D-ring, and that ring is super important because that ring has to be right in the center of Pumpkin's belly or the saddle won't fit right. Now Dylan's gonna grab her girth from under the horse. She's gonna make sure she's standing up for safety. She's gonna take her girth strap and she's gonna go ahead and put it inside the metal ring of the girth. The girth can also be called a cinch, and it is the most important part of the saddle because it's what keeps your saddle on. So she goes through the girth, then she's gonna go through this ring of the saddle. Then she's gonna go, where, Dylan?
Back through the girth.
Back through the girth. It's also really important that we make sure our girth strap, this black strap here, is never twisted. We always want that to be nice and straight, because if it's twisted, that could bother the horse. She's gonna pull it up a little bit tight, and then she's gonna do her T-tie. Then she's gonna take her tie, and she's gonna loop it through and down the little metal ring of the saddle. Then she's gonna go over, tuck it under, pull it straight up, and then go through the little pocket that she made. Awesome, nice T-tie, Dylan, good job. Are you ready for a game, Dylan?
Yep.
All right, can you touch the horse's halter?
This.
Nice. Can you touch the stirrup? Nice. Can you touch the saddle pad? Whoop. Can you touch the saddle horn? Can you touch the cantle? Nice. Can you touch the stirrup? Can you touch the lead rope? Awesome. Can you touch the pommel? And then this is going to be a tricky one. Are you ready for the last one? If you get this right, you'll get your prize. Can you touch the fender? Oh, it's the part that attaches your saddle, your stirrup to the saddle. Yeah! You won the prize. You ready? Catch it. Woo! What is it?
It's a puppet.
It's a squishy octopus. All right, you ready to go ride Pumpkin now?
Yep.
Let's go.